Hey you guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Well, let's address the elephant in the room, me being the elephant, and the room being the room. So Hubs and I decided that we both have lots of hobbies, right? We have been talking for a while about converting the room that I was filming in, which was the office slash, it used to be a yoga room, and now it has become like kind of his plant room where he, nurtures cactuses and stuff like that. And it was just getting like a little cramped in there. I always had this dream of converting this room, which was a guest room, into my hobby room. And I don't know, I think it's just this recent bracelet thing that I mentioned in my last video that I was like, you know what? No one ever stays with us. My parents who live in Pittsburgh have decided that they're too old to travel anymore, so they're not going to be staying with us. My mother-in-law has already moved into her house, so she's not staying with us anymore, and no one ever comes to visit us. So I thought this is a good time to just sell the bed in the room, let me redecorate it, and make it my own little hobby room. It has just been everything. Look behind me. It's beautiful. I am just so happy now that I have my own space, my own work area to do all the things that I like to do. I can paint in here. I can read in here. I can make all my crafts in here. And obviously I can film in here, which, is another big hobby sorta. So what we're going to do today is just kind of take a little tour of the room, and I'm going to tell you how I redecorated this room on a budget. I'm on a 2025 low buy. Not that I'm doing very good at it. I don't have a ton of funds to redo an entire room. So I was very selective of how I wanted to do this, and I did a lot of thrifting and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to talk about how I budget redid this room at the end. After looking at everything, we're going to go through all the things that I bought for the room, not the things that I've already had because I had a lot. But things that I bought specifically for the room, how much that was, what the net outcome was of how much it costs to redo this entire room. So before I get up and we walk around, I just want to let you know this was a guest bedroom. It was painted like a Tiffany blue, and I don't have a lot of photos, but I did take a couple. It was painted a Tiffany blue. It has 15 high foot ceilings, so it was really, I was so scared to paint it because I can't even believe we painted it 15 years ago and somehow ended up with the Tiffany blue room. But it used to be what we called the honeymoon room. So we painted it the color of the ocean, and then we had all of our honeymoon pictures and pictures of the ocean and blah, blah, blah. Now that, we've been married for ever, and that is gone, and now I have this new hobby room, we decided to paint it this cream color that we'll talk about. And then also what we did was, it used to have this room used to be all bed. It's a very small room, and it used to just be all bed. We had a queen size mattress in here and bed frame, and it pretty much took up the entire room. I have this photo from what I used to post it. It's not made up for anything. Sorry, this is a plain mattress and stuff. But I posted it online, ended up selling it to a very nice couple, which freed up the entire room. And now we get to see what I did with it. So let's go walk around and see all the cute things in this new little space of mine. So here is the room. I guess we should probably start with the paint color because that was the biggest transformation of the room. It was blue. This is a color called Moon Gaze. It is kind of a warm cream color, and I just love the name Moon Gaze, so had to go with that. So let's talk about the rug. This was an Amazon open package special. So it is a 5x8 and I only paid $30 for it. And I thought it was just perfect because it's this boho pattern with that dusty pink and beige and cream. So it really complemented what I needed for the space, and $30 for a 5x8 is pretty decent. I did end up picking up this garment rack. It's a really cute mustard color, and I just thought it was like kind of funky and cute. This is housing my pashmina collection. I wanted them to be out because I spend a lot of money on them, and they're kind of like souvenirs for different shows and festivals that I go to. So I wanted to have them out, and I also have like, you know, all my concert bags, sling bags, and then backpacks and stuff in here. So I thought that was a really good solution to showcase the pashminas. I really dig it. We'll talk about the closet in a minute, but I do have a space for my easel. Let's not pay any attention to this painting. I have abandoned it like forever ago. I started it, I don't like it, but it kind of fits the vibe right now. So it's just kind of, you know, a decoration piece. But I do have a space now where if I feel like I can paint, I can do it right here. So this is the sofa I ended up buying for the studio space. I got rid of the bed and ended up getting this really nice pink velvet sofa. It's kind of like a dusty pink. It's not like a baby pink. And it has these gold arms kind of as accents. And I thought it really fit the space well. I can sit here and read. I can watch TV. I can bead. I can have guests. And most importantly, the dogs can sit on it while I'm at my desk. Gotta do everything for the dogs, you know. Just going to talk about these two frames real quick. I got both of these frames at the thrift store. This one, just forget the sun thing is in it right now. I actually bought this because I have an art print coming from an artist that was commissioned to do the poster print for the last music festival that I went to. And I did order one of the limited edition prints of it. And this frame just happened to be the right size that I needed with a mat in it. And it was only $5 at the thrift store. So I definitely picked that up. It was gold and kind of fit the vibe kind of well. This one was kind of an impulse buy at the thrift store. It's really heavy. It's real wood and glass, and it's this rose gold kind of mandala motif. I was on the fence about it, but I turned it over and it's paperbacked with a handwritten gallery art number. So it's an actual real piece of art. It was pretty inexpensive. It was like $11. So I thought that went really well with everything. So I picked that up. I love this little macrame piece. So I went to a garage sale and somebody had this stick, just the stick with these cords on it, and it was $1. And I'll post a picture right here. And I brought it home and I ended up braiding the strands, and then I beaded the bottoms of them and kind of made some little prism trinkets to hang off of there. And I just thought it came out so cute. Like, you can't get any better than that for $1. And it's perfectly perfect for this space. So happy with how that turned out. Over here, I just have my little end table with this pink orchid that has been with me through everything. It's fake, obviously. That is definitely staying because I still have it and it still looks good. And then just my little unicorn light that my friend gave me for Christmas. I now have a spot for it. So excited about that. This wicker shelf, this was actually a great find. I went online on Facebook Marketplace and somebody had posted that they were having a garage sale and there was a photo of this shelf and they had a $20 tag on it. So I messaged them and said, I'll pick it up after work. And I Venmo'd them and I picked it up and it was in really bad shape. It was white and dusty and dirty, but it was really heavy and really well constructed. So I brought it home and I chalk painted it this cream color. And I just think that it was absolutely perfect. The size was perfect for the corner of the room. It fits all of my knickknacks. So I was super happy with that find. A little elbow grease, and then you get something that's totally custom and like totally perfect for the space. These curtains were also a find. I know it's hard to see because of the window light, but I ended up going into a thrift store, not looking for curtains, but I went to the textile section and this pink color just shot at me, and I was like, oh my God, this is the perfect pink color. What is this? And I picked it up and it said set of 2 curtains, $9.99. And so I definitely picked them up, and then I put them on some little gold O-rings, and now it's just that perfect dusty pink color for my window treatments, and I was so happy with that. Like, I'm getting good at the thrifting thing, guys. Like, I was super excited because I used to be so terrible at it, but it actually ended up perfect, and I'm very happy with that find. This is just my normal desk that I had in the last room that I used to film at, but don't mind all of my crafting supplies. I've got some space over here for some empties that I've got to fill. This is just my workstation. It's nice because now I have a dedicated space to bead and do perlers and all that kind of thing. And it is also my YouTube filming space. So, yep, that's where we are today. Also, big ups to my stuffed animal collection. Guys, I was keeping all of my favorite stuffed animals in boxes because I have the 2 gremlins, and I'm not allowed to have stuffed animals in this house because they will just tear them apart. And it made me sad every time I opened the box and like said hi to them. So I ended up getting this net that like fit in the tallest corner of the room. And now I get to see all of my friends and they get to see me. And I'm so happy about it because I love all of these stuffed animals. They all have a special meaning to me. This bear right here, Snuffles, I've had him since I was 7 years old. Like, this makes me so happy. And that's what I wanted to do with this space, was just fill it with things that make me happy and warm. And I'm so over the moon about it. Obviously, have a television, watch YouTubes and, cheesy dating shows and all that. Also trying to make it a monitor for when I film, so we'll see about that. And I also have a mirror, and I'm in a different outfit. It's always nice to have a mirror around, All right, let's talk about the closet for the last little part of this. Here's one of my pin boards. It's pretty empty right now because I have a lot of my pins on my hats and jackets. This is where I am storing the rolling carts for my different hobbies. So I do have a painting cart that I can roll out when I want to paint. It's got an iron on there right now because I was doing some perlers. But this is my beading cart. So yeah, remember when I bought all those crates? This is like holding all my stuff for the beads, as well as like a lot of stuff on my desk. And then I have a cart that is all just kind of electronics and office stuff. So if I have to work from home, I can just wheel this cart out, plug in the monitor and keyboard, and work from home. So yeah, it's just nice because I can tuck them away in the closet and just roll them out as I need them for whatever I'm working on. So it worked out pretty well. So that is it, guys. That is the little tour of my new studio / hobby room. Let me know in the comments below if you are digging the vibe of this space. And yeah, I will be sitting at this desk and meet you right back. All right, welcome back to the desk. I will say it gets really warm in here because that window, like I said, is west facing. So the sun gets in here a lot. And in the other room, we had like one of those little air conditioner units, and we don't have that one in here. So it gets a little hot. All right, so I have a list of what I spent in order to take the room from that blue bedroom into this little studio. I think I did pretty good. So we're just going to go through the things that I bought in order to make this room possible, and then what I spent on it. So first of all, the paint. The paint was definitely like one of the biggest transformations. All of the paint and the supplies to paint, minus what, we already had, which is not included in this list, was $70. And then the rug was $30. The sofa was $116. I know, I got like the best deal on it. It was like, look at it, it's so cute. Come on, that was a good one. The frames behind me that I talked about that I got at the thrift store, those totaled $17. The little macrame bead thing was only $1. The wicker shelf back there was $20. The curtains were $10. The animal net for my stuffed animals was $7. I think that was on Amazon. The carts inside the closet were $10 each, and so that was $30 for all 3 carts. And then the pashmina rack was $18. So that all adds up to $319, but I sold the bed for $120. The net total after selling the bed, because I did apply that money, $199. So I redid this room completely for under $200. Everything else you see in here, I've already had. I just loaded in here, took it out of Hub's hobby room now, and this is what we ended up with. I think for under $200, it's a pretty nice transformation. I'm pretty happy with it. Can definitely live with $199 to have my own little space. So super happy. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Please comment and let me know if you dig the little vibe that I have going here. If you think I did a pretty good job with redecorating the room for under $200. Let me know what your little favorite part of this room is. Like, can you tell? I'm just so happy to be here. If you could please like this video, it really helps me out. And listen, if you could subscribe, it'd be really cool if you could subscribe. I have no idea what is coming through this. I don't know if you're going to see more crafts out of me because I have a little thing now. I've got a whole thing of empties that I'm going to do a couple videos on that. It is my birthday soon, so might have something for that. But anyway, if you can subscribe and hang out with me some more, it'd be really cool. We have good vibes around here, and when I'm not self-deprecating, because I do that a lot too. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you on the next one.